Morning, everybody. It is September 8th, 2021, day 2 of the Alpha Traders 1-year celebration. We got the wheel coming up today. So you got to be on Twitter. Keep those alerts on. At Alpha Traders Inc. You guys see it here in the little corner. So our morning call, we start doing this for all members that are currently in there, and then it'll be a separate service as we come through. This week it's free, and let's get moving here. So ES 45.17 right now, hit a low of 44.96 right around 6 a.m. Eastern. Bounced off the lows there. It created a lower low technically. We'll see how it bounces. 45.12-ish looks like an area of contention there. It was prior day's lows as well, so we'll see how that's defended and whatnot today. But SPY here, remember we talked about you need an over 453, really 454 to really go super long. I got caught in the trap yesterday. It was bad trading on my part. I wasn't focused as I should have been. 8 days sitting here, right around 451.17. Can't get too bearish unless that breaks. Flow sentiment is still, it's mixed, so I'm expecting a mixed day. I don't expect a trend day over on SPX, ES, SPY, none of that. Under yesterday's low, 450.74, you can probably get to the bottom of the cloud, the 449.94s. We'll see how it pops. If it pops at the beginning and we get to 45.25 and we can't take 45.26, it looks like, we'll probably head right back down, and it'll just be a day of doing this. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yesterday, money hid in the Qs. Money hid in the Qs. So we're looking at, excuse my sniffles here. Looking at the Qs again, that big trend line is a big resistance. This is a big megaphone trend line here. Right now, money's hiding in ES. NQ's flat, only down 4 points, so it's kind of flat right now. This, I think, the way that I see it is, you would think they'd want one more retest before they explode this thing out of this trend line, but it's just grinding higher, grinding higher. We'll see how it works out after this week. Remember, we got OPEX next week as well. This is SPX roll week. We'll see how it works. If money still hides in tech, market should just hold where it's at. IWM still flagging technically. A lot of people are talking weakness, but it's still above the 8-day. I mean, it's still sitting here above 225.98. Looks really good. This flag, here's your igniter bar, and you got your flag for all you chart people. That's kind of what we're looking at for that. Pull this back down. Sorry about that. Tesla already gapping up. 761.70. We have the 800s. For some reason, Thinkorswim had like a 30-minute delay or down. I couldn't sell when we were up 40% on our 800s. We had bought them like right around 751, and they shot up to 760. And we'll see what Tesla does today. It looks pretty good. 761. You're looking across the board. You kind of got to go back a little bit. But you see my line here, 749.30 was there. Next line of contention, I mean, easily 780. I mean, so this could get 20 points today if Tesla really wants to go. There's a nice little gap area there. 780 is going to be tough moving forward. PayPal, acquisition of a Japanese payment processing company, came out last night, looking good. We are actually in the 300s for next week. Looking good though. You're looking at 298 already. I mean, it's already gap filled this. If it opens here, I'm definitely going to shave some off. Looks good for continuation over 300. Really, you're looking at, your top areas, your resistance areas are going to be, your supply above is 307 and 310. Could be a very nice move today on PayPal if the market wants to cooperate. ROKU still my favorite. I say it every day just because I love it. Hanging around this 200-day. If you're buying commons, you can just DCA in this every day. You literally just try to play the bottom. You see a bottom here of 338 or 340. You can just say 340. You're just going to keep buying, or you can just every time it crosses down, you buy some, or it crosses up, you buy some. You can play it that way. But for options, people, 346, 84. Really, you gotta take this 200 back. What's the 200 here? Exactly, the 200 is 346.53. That's kind of what I'm looking at. If it takes out, or if it takes out the high from yesterday, 347.72, that's another good good name to play. Coop up big on earnings. Earnings were really good. I don't even know where she's at technically right now. Let's check over here. Let me check my other screen. Coop pre is 277, so it's up 15. Nice move. I wouldn't chase here. I don't see a reason to chase. Looks good though. I mean, if you were looking at this yesterday, I was not. 280 it has moved to 283 because maybe you can scalp it. That 200-day EMA was a nice igniting area. Again, this 200-day EMA is a beautiful place to find stuff. AMD is another one that could be interesting today. Getting really tight in here. Probably needs another day, but this could ignite over top and take that out. That was from a while ago. Really, you're looking at, you have 114 above. This is nice and tight. I love these. I love these lines right here. This 108.39 is at the anchor VWAP right there. You can see anchor VWAP from the local lows holding this thing up. Looking good. This could move. This could get a good move today to where it's at 108.60 right now. It's right on that line. If you see that bump right at the open, this thing could really go. Got to clear 110, but we'll see where it goes. NVDA, just strong. Strong in general. It's just an absolute great stock to own in any portfolio. I think this thing has room to run to 260, 270 over time here. Clear 230. There's another trade to 235. You just play it. If you're an options trader, just play it step by step by step by step. You just wait. If you want to buy weeklies or weeklies, whatever you buy, and just play the low and pop, pop, pop. Just keep playing this 8-day. Really, you can just wait for 223. Sorry, my other alerts were going off there. Okay. Netflix, monster move. Haven't played it at all because it fails all the time, but you see it's out of this big channel now. I'd expect a retest of this channel. You can see this channel, it's just a monster channel that over the last year it didn't do anything. And it consolidated and consolidated and consolidated and then consolidated some more, and then earnings were bad, and then it consolidated and then earnings. So now we're looking at 613.85. It's at 60. Where are you at, Netflix? How's it not on my master list? It's at 608 this morning. It's already gapping up a little bit. Through 613, you're looking at 615, 618. Keep letting it go. See what happens. Chinese names. FUTU, my favorite. Down a little bit this morning. China just kind of, there's more Chinese regulator news out this morning, so it's specific trade. There was your low, 84.05. Here's your high. Really looking at this 100-day right here. Got cleared the 200-day. That's your new support. The 200-day is at 109.91, so that should give you some solid support moving forward. It's going to play in the range here. This 119 is super hard. They call it 120 now. Super hard, but once through 120, you're going to get 140. Like, this thing's going to ignite over 120. We've been patient. Bought a lot of time. We'll see how it goes. Baidu should get a little bit of a boost from the NEO news of them selling shares, just because of the sheer fact of NEO needs more money, whereas Baidu hasn't done that in a few months here. 183 is ultimately the target, the 200-day, because once it gets to the 200-day, it's just going to do this for a while. So for options people, it's just going to theta burn you left and right. So Baba. JD is also a name if you want to play it. I have a bunch of old lines on here. Take all this garbage off. Thank you. Baba curled up off this 152. We bought it about 157, 158, somewhere in there. Clear this area. This 175 was good. I don't know why it's not on my list. Where did these guys go? 175.27. It's right there. 175.30. Over that, you can probably play it. ultimately on a swing, you're looking at 218. So this thing still has a lot of juice to squeeze if it wants to get back to that 200-day, which I think it does. LRCX needs 610. SE monster move. SE monster move. Let it chill. Let it go. You don't need to be crazy with it. Clear these lines. Shop, interesting. This is one that I wanted to talk about. Shop. Just mean regression in general. Could get back to 1588 today. Like that's if the market is okay, you're looking at 1588, 1580. Could be a nice trade as it bounces off the 8-day here. This is actually on my watch list big. So there you go. Future update. ES at 816 is 45.12. Needs to hold this area right here at open to be effective. We'll see. I still think it goes down. Ultimately, there's a couple singles on the order flow at 44.78. So we're sitting waiting, and we'll play it accordingly. Good luck today. We will see you all out there. And don't forget, Alpha Traders Inc. on Twitter. Follow us here on YouTube. We're having a huge sale on our membership, so check us out. See you out.